Holy crap. Man, if you don't know your way out.
Having a plan to get out is really important. Fortunately, this is just a simulation, but let's spend a few minutes talking about the importance of RV fire safety and some of the things you can do to be prepared in the event this should happen to you.
So one of the most important things that you need to do before every trip is make sure that your smoke alarm is working properly. Everyone's a little different. Check your manual. This one right here has a little red light that flashes. Press it to it. Goes off, and you can see that red light flashing. Fire safety, probably one of the most important things in an RV. We're up in the bedroom, and this is our emergency exit. Now the catch is, will it open? And the important piece to this is that if you've not opened it recently, quite often it's very difficult to open. We use this one pretty regularly because we don't have cross ventilation without using this particular window. And so we'll open it up and it'll hold itself right there. We're going to show you how this particular window, once you push it all the way out, if you were trying to escape through this window, you're going to pull this to move the screen. And then you're going to push this on out. I'm not going to do it, but there's a special hinge at the top of this that's going to allow the glass to come loose once it gets beyond about 90 degrees. And that will allow you to escape safely out through the window. Now, it's a pretty darn long way down, so you need to have thought through that. But in the event of a fire, if the fire's between here and the door, you really don't have much choice but to use this particular exit. You actually have these exit windows in multiple locations. And so, again, if you don't use it regularly, I recommend that you exercise it a little bit, like Peggy's doing right now, to be able to make sure that you can get out of the coach if something were to happen. And again, it's just one of those things where you gotta, if it's been closed up, it's not going to work properly, and you may even have to go on the outside and very gently pull on the window to get it to come open. You'll notice they're all over a lot of these RVs. This particular one, I'll let Peggy try to do that because I can't do it while I'm holding the camera.
And that one's stuck.
Yeah, so this is a good example of what happens when one gets stuck.
But it's behind the TV, so we probably wouldn't use it.
And yeah, this one is, we have a televator right here, so this is probably not the place that we would be.
That shows you how high the drop is.
But this also gives you an idea of what the drop is going out the back. That's a 6-foot fence out there, and it's about probably 2 feet below us, because this is this reared in configuration. But again, this is a good example, so we need to make sure that we work that one loose on the odd chance, because this is a sleeping area back here. We have two sleeper sofas in this particular RV, and so this allows people to, if you had grandchildren, children, guests, whoever, to be able to stay back here. Again, very much important for fire safety. And again, here's one more in our dining area. And again, the likelihood of using this one is pretty slim because the door is right here. And so, the odds of not being able to get out the door, the only thing that you'd use that for is if somehow or another the door was pinned and you just couldn't get out. The next item is just making sure that if you have a carbon monoxide, or you need to have a carbon monoxide detector and an LP detector, a propane gas detector, and that's all wrapped up into one on this particular unit right here. And so you just need to make sure that yours is functioning properly, that the lights are showing correctly as green or whatever. Be sure to read the manual for yours to make sure that you have checked it according to the manual and that it's functioning properly.
Okay, folks, let's just summarize what we've seen here in the last 2 or 3 minutes. You saw a simulation where the smoke was pretty dense, but it wasn't noxious smoke. We were still able to breathe normally. It wasn't black smoke. Obviously, there was not a real fire. That was a simulation, thanks to the Goshen Fire Department and Keystone for donating the equipment and supervising that when we were at the Montana Owners Club rally this past fall. Probably the most important thing for you to do is have a plan. Make sure that you know how to get out of your RV when you're in every site that you roll into. What's it going to take for you to get out? Do you need to put that picnic table underneath your escape hatch for your bedroom? What about your kids or grandkids that are back in the back? Make sure your smoke detector is working properly. Make sure your LP and carbon monoxide detectors are working properly. Make sure your fire extinguisher is handy and is working properly. I hope that this has been useful for you. Please give us a like, thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel, and look forward to seeing you the next time around.